AM 1260 KLYC, and To the Root of It, sponsored once again by Recology Northwest Greenlands. We're sitting here, in fact, we're standing in the yard right now talking to Nick Olheiser. Nick, tell us about what sets your yard apart from others if they're out looking for compost.
Wide range of products available to the public. We have anything from rock to bark to all kind of soil blends to straight compost. We offer services such as the concrete mixers. We also have a blow-in service where the truck will come out and blow the bark in or compost for you right there. And when we leave, it's like we were never there except the product's there.
Now, they're right across here, just down from the fairgrounds, right across from the Shell station, right next door to WOW. So if you're bringing your old TV sets and so on and so forth in to get rid of them, old computers and such, we're just to the west of that.
Correct. We're located over here on Orchard Avenue. 2200 Orchard Avenue. When you pull in, you'll see the signs. You'll see the big green bunker tarps, keeping your soil dry and ready for you all winter.
What are your hours and phone number?
Hours are going to be 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. On Saturday, it's 9 to 4. Phone number is 503-434-1671.
All righty. Anything else you want to tell the folks?
We got a friendly staff here ready to answer and help you guys out with any kind of needs you have as far as landscaping and garden goes. Come on down, come say hi to us, and we'll help you out from there.
So if you're listening to tips that the guys are talking about on To the Root of It, and you need some composting, maybe you just need a little bit, maybe you need a lot, come on down and check them out. Again, the address?
2200 Northeast Orchard Avenue.
And the phone number?
503-434-1671.
Nick Olheiser talking to us. We're here at Recology Northwest Greenlands, and they bring To the Root of It back on KLYC AM 1260. Now back to the show. There are times you simply need a friend, someone who will stop and listen to your needs. Macy & Son have a heritage of helping Yamhill County residents in their hour of need. Macy & Son have been serving families here since 1903. 5 generations of their family taking care of yours. Macy & Son, in the business of helping people and meeting the individual needs of McMinnville area families, and will continue to do so in the future. At the time when you need someone who cares, understands, and is there to help, call Macy & Son, serving 9 communities in Yamhill County with funeral needs.
Hi, this is Denise Stounberg for Fircrest Assisted Living. At Fircrest, our goal is to create an atmosphere of joy where fun and camaraderie are a part of each day. As a resident of Fircrest, we will work with you to provide care and services you select to maintain your current level of independence. If you are ready to write the next chapter of your life, let us write it with you. Together, we can make your story all about you. For more information, call 503-472-2200 or visit our website at www.fircrestcommunity.com.
And welcome back. You are tuned right here to KLYC 1260 AM. This is To the Root of It, your weekly Yamhill County gardening show. Ray, we have been talking about some indoor hydroponic gardening, and we need to talk about the nutrients that are required. It's not necessarily so much chemical that you need to add into it, but there are some that, you just can't use water.
No. One thing, though, we do really want to be say thanks to Nick Olheiser over there at Northwest Greenland, sponsor this entertainment forum.
It's really great, and I think that they're a good fit for us. Well, it's a good fit for us because we can, we're always talking about composting. We're always talking about it. It's a great resource to have here.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I got their product all over my lawn.
Right.
It's stuff for me.
Unabashedly, too, right?
Yeah, I break up my deserts and I take them over there and buy them back for $27 a yard.
Well, and when we were talking about the substrates, the soil replacement things, and you said that you can get a few things for the things that we were talking about over there, the sand.
Small rock, pumice.
Wood chips. Oh, you get pumice over there. That's definitely where I get my pumice from. 'Cause you can get it by the tractor. Yep. What we do need to talk about, though, are the nutrients that we're putting into the water there. and they're the exact same kind of nutrients that you're going to find in your liquid nutrients, your Miracle-Gro, but it's again the reading the label and knowing what you're looking for. And the three main ones that you are looking for are right off the top of your head: calcium, magnesium, and potassium. That's the CAMGK, and those are the ones that you're looking for on the. Right. So really, what you need, and we can divide these into two categories: the macronutrients and the micronutrients. And for the macronutrients, what we have are the potassium, the calcium, and the magnesium. And then for the micronutrients, you're looking for iron, manganese.
A little bit of copper, some zinc and boron. Those are ones that, even if you're gardening out in the backyard, sometimes you have to add those on because they do wash out in the water.
The big ones for the micronutrients are probably the manganese, the zinc, and the boron. Right. Those are the things that the plants really use to process everything else. So, but on a much smaller scale than, say, the potassium.
They're like the digestive juices for the plant roots.
Very good, Ray. That's exactly what they are.
One?
That's good.
Yeah, they help the plant actually absorb the nutrients it needs to make roots, stems, leaves, and
if you go ahead and you plant the flower, if you plant any of these things in the ground, these nutrients are usually found readily in the soil, so these aren't some things that you have to go out and supplement. However, in a large scale, like you are going to be having to do in this. Yeah. With a hydroponics, you need to concentrate on this. It's not just the nutrients that you're looking for, it's also the pH level that is oh so important. Whereas with soil, you might have a little bit more leeway one way or the other. You don't really have that with the hydroponics.
Well, we're not talking a lot of chemical. We're talking like dropperfuls.
It's the dilution, the parts per million dilution rate of these things is so extraordinary because it really is. It amounts to a few drops in a gallon of water.
And we're only talking about 2 or 3, maybe 4-gallon systems.
Right.
For the most part. For the most convenient part. For the little wall gardens and things of that nature, or the one on the wheels. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These are very low, and I won't say low maintenance, but low water usage. Let's put it that way.
Right.
There's just enough to transport the nutrient through the system.
And the nutrients are they just need to be carried by the water. So right. The plant is using more water than it is nutrients, and that's why the dilution rate is so high with these things. And it can be cost effective if that's the case. So more so than the soil products out there.
But to re-energize your system, you'd only put it in like maybe a couple of cups of water at a time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're not.
We're
not moving the garden hose in the living room, Ma.
No.
I swear to God.
No. I mean, if you're dealing with like a 5-gallon system, you're filling that gallon thing. Maybe a gallon every 3 days, a gallon a week. It depends on probably how much you're doing, but it isn't a lot.
And with enough light and care, though, you can be eating lettuce small batches weekly.
Well, we should talk about that because one of the control mechanisms that you have at your disposal is light. And if you're not, tied down by the sun going down when it does, right. as we are in the winter, if you can control those to 16 to 18-hour days of artificial light, then you've got the growing conditions as optimum. Right. It has no idea that it's trapped indoors.
It doesn't realize it's gray and yucky outside because it's got a perfectly nice little nutrient base that it's setting in.
And I was looking at a chart that, it just shows the dramatic difference that one cloudy day in a growing season can make on the plants. And you don't have that issue in such a controlled environment indoors.
That's how a lot of plants control their the cycling of their seed production. A lot of your perennials will go as the day gets shorter. They start, roses start making rose hips and things of that nature, and things start going to seed because the daylight is shortening.
But and plants can do their growing up to 18 hours a day. I mean, supposedly some of these things could go on for 24 hours. You just leave the light on constantly and see where that takes you. It's incredible what you can do with light control.
Well, you drive out along I-10 there in L.A. and you see these flowing hydroponic gardens out there in the desert. Yeah, they do grow 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, the tomatoes we get in the supermarket when
those delicious white tomatoes.
Yeah. No, I was thinking the red ones on the little stem that say hydroponically grown.
Oh yeah, the vine ones, the ones that always have the vines.
Yeah, always have the vines. But anyway,
it's a good way to grow things, I guess.
One other. Well, speaking of growing things,
why aren't we going to go over here right now? You've got this because we've talked about bulbs and bulb care, and it's a big thing. So you've got this pot of actual, I believe that's dirt. To switch from soilless products to soiled.
This is not hydroponically grown. This is stored in a garage. Yeah, what we're going to do today is, earlier we were talking about making spring pots and leaving them over winter, let them go through the natural cooling cycle in the soil, and so the bulbs come springing.
Because bulbs need to hit that freezing temperature for them to kick in and say, oh, we're going to go for another season. And so you're going to go ahead and get that set up right now. And when you came to me, you actually said that you were going to go ahead and dissect this pot, and I pictured you were going to cut it directly in half. But all you're doing right now is emptying a pot of dirt into a plastic bin. And wow, I'm looking just like that. It just came right out. And it looks like your soil's a pretty good moisture, and you have a whole bunch of roots that are sticking out there. Yeah, I can tell. So they're producing the roots. So aren't we disturbing them right now? Because you've got, what is that, 5?
They're not really waking up.
You've got 5 bulbs in there, and then each one has tiny root hairs that are forming nicely around the pot base.
Yeah, this is actually almost getting a little root bound. It'd be a good idea if I did break it loose and kind of get them restarted. But surprisingly enough, the bulbs are nice and firm.
Okay.
And these are tulips.
Okay.
They were given to us as a housewarming present like a year or so ago. And
congratulations.
Yeah. And nope, even that one's. They're all nice and firm. And I'll take
and those roots colors are beautiful color too. They don't seem browner.
About the pure white?
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's a really nice color. I don't see anything root rot, nothing going on there.
Nope. And they've just been sitting there. They've just been sitting on the patio.
Right.
Back underneath the roof a little bit, so they don't get overwatered and they don't get any really direct frost.
Yeah.
But here, I'll check this out. See, these are all roots from these guys, and this one's even got a little sprout on it. There we go. Yeah, this one.
Now that my hands are dirty, we're getting our hands dirty right now.
This one's good.
That's great.
And this one's not so much.
So you're actually looking at every bulb that you have there, and we're looking at 5. Really, they're kind of large-sized bulbs, in my mind.
Over the winter.
Oh, true.
This one was a single bulb. He's a 2. This one's got a new bulb started off.
Well, here, let's point it at the camera.
See, this was the original bulb, and here's 2 more bulbs starting on this one. And they'll be blooming this year too. So it's good to see what we got going on in here.
Yeah, and what are you going to go do with the bulbs now that they're out of their pot?
Put them back in the pot.
You're going to put them right back in?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fine. They're all hunky-dory.
There's nowhere else you want to put them? Okay, funny.
Yeah, and so far the deer haven't eaten them. But anyway, I've got my hands all dirty.
Well, that's what I told you. No, that's why you've got a scarf there. You've got pants right there. This is what we do. We get dirty.
Yeah.
That's what gardeners.
I got a laundromat.
We get dirty.
Yeah.
So that honestly, that looks pretty good. Your bulbs are very healthy. I have a friend that just planted her allium. You're gonna have to help me with this. I always get her allium.
Yeah.
Or alliums just a couple of weeks ago. and I would be interested to see if there were any roots or anything like that going off of those.
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Oh, wow, you've got your microphone all
Okay.
sticking up just like that.
There, now we're back.
Now that you've got that set down, we're going to go ahead and jump into a break real quick. You are listening to 1260 KLYC, and we're going to have to clean up
And
our
that's
hands.
what's going on in my garage, folks.
We're going to have to go ahead and take some time to clean up.
All right.
AM 1260 KLYC, welcome to the Root of It. Back to the show in just a moment. We want to take a moment to thank Recology Northwest Greenlands and site lead Nick Olheiser. Recology Northwest Greenlands is here to provide the mulch and the compost you need for your garden or even your larger operation. Nick, glad to have you with us on the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So tell us the products that you have to offer the public.
Well, our main golden gem is going to be the compost that we actually produce here on site. We offer yard debris service. It's dropped off. From there, it goes through the entire composting process, and there we're able to resell it to the public or to some of the more commercial type businesses. We also offer a wide range of rock and soil products to the community, as well as bark dust as well.
So I noticed if people want to get rid of their clippings, their leaves, their lawn mowing debris, and so on and so forth, they can bring that in here. Is there a charge for that?
Correct, there is. There is a $6 per yard charge. However, if you already have garbage service and you're located in the city limits of McMinnville, Lafayette, and Sheridan, I believe, it's already incorporated in your bill. So you just come in, let us know your address, and from there we can help you out and get you going from there.
So again, we're right next to the WOW drop-off site. So if you're dropping off your computers, recyclable materials, plastic, TV sets, and so on and so forth, we're just west of the site you do that. And there has been a name change and kind of a redivision of the company. Could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, a couple years ago we were bought out by a San Francisco-based company called Recology. From there, we've kind of done a little bit of a restructuring within the company, and we've now fallen under more of an organics division. With that, it's allowed us to kind of hone in and centralize our knowledge on the composting operations of it, and move forward from there and try to provide the best product that we can and at the cheapest cost we can.
There you go. Recology Northwest Greenlands, a sponsor. Have to the root of it again. What are your hours?
It's going to be Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and then on Saturday, 9 to 4.
And your phone number again?
503-474-1671.
Bringing you to the root of it here on AM 1260 KLYC. Thank you to Recology Northwest Greenlands. We play your favorites. KLYC, McMinnville, Willamina.
ABC News Now, I'm Deirdre Bryant. Again, the question is why? Students, parents, administrators horrified by another school shooting. A student with a shotgun shot 2 students, then apparently took his own life at Arapahoe High School in Centennial, Colorado. It was just miles from Columbine. Authorities say he entered the school with a shotgun looking for a specific teacher. A former drug dealer was found guilty today at his retrial in the 2005 arson deaths of a woman and 8 children at a birthday sleepover in Cleveland. Anton Lewis said to have been upset over a drug debt. Airlines are bracing for delays and possible cancellations in the Northeast. A snow and ice storm is on the way and is expected to cause slow travel by land and air tomorrow. Utilities also on alert. Amazon is developing a new business called Pantry, designed to compete with the warehouse club stores like Costco and Sam's Club. It will be targeted at Amazon's Prime shipping program. This is ABC News.
Hey, neighbor, I have a list of things that need fixing, and my husband needs tools.
Easy. Right now we have great deals on tools and tool accessories, like DeWalt accessory sets, each only $9.99.
Nice. I can take care of his wish list, and he can take care of mine.
Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor. Stop by now through Saturday and save on great gifts like select DeWalt power tool accessories for only $9.99 each.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Offer valid now through December 31st at participating stores. Store stock only. See store for details.
Do you know what that sound is? That's your new digital marketing department. And that'll be your new web designer. And that's Haibu, where these experts are joined by many more, from web designers to search marketing specialists, who work hard to get your business noticed online and on mobile. Best of all, Haibu can do it all for you, or give you the tools to do it yourself. To find out more, go to haibu.com. That's HIBU.com, or call 877-938-HIBU. Oh, that'll be your next new customer. Haibu, made for
Are
business.
you looking for a car, but you want a reliable, good used car you can afford? If that's what you're looking for, there is a new auto dealer in town, Christensen Auto Sales.
We're selling affordable cars, nothing on the lot over $59.95. We can finance anyone in-house, buy here, pay here. Credit needs fixed, we can take care of that. Get you in a nice car, dependable car with low monthly payments.
Christensen Auto Sales, 3080 Northeast Highway 99W near Cascade Steel in McMinnville. Call 503-687-2080. That's 687-2080. AM 1260 KLYC. If you would like to buy a copy of Honor Flight One Last Mission and you were not able to attend the showing the other night at the Elks Lodge, you can stop by J&W CarStar Collision Repair Center and buy your DVD copy for $20. All of the money goes to help send World War II veterans on an honor flight to Washington, D.C. J&W CarStar on Lafayette Avenue in McMinnville. Their hours are Monday through Friday. You can stop by from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Again, J&W CarStar Collision Repair Center is the place where you can buy your copy, your DVD copy of Honor Flight One Last Mission.
And we're back to the root of it for a little bit. We've had a wonderful show. Thank you all for listening.
What did we talk about, Ray?
We talked about hydroponic garden in the living room.
That's right, and in the living room, in the garage, and hopefully, it's a really complicated thing to wrap your head around if you don't actually have it.
And so simple it actually happening.
Right. Once you get into it, I think that it demystifies itself and it becomes an easier thing to understand. But then, trying to figure out the pH balance and which system to get and the hose connections and all these things, it can be kind of daunting, but it's probably really rewarding for the indoor gardener, learning how to better use the water that you have, which we can take advantage of here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and show the kids where their vegetables actually come from.
Right.
They can grow their own and get interested in providing for the family, so to speak.
Yes, but don't have any large expectations that you're going to feed a village in such a small area. However, basil, lettuce, right now, pretty good things to start growing.
Yep, they would be just fine. So anyway, thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week at To the Root of It at KLYC Radio, 1260 on your radio dial, and streaming live at KLYC.us.
And if you have any questions or concerns and you have about your garden, the Extension Office is always available at 2050 Southeast Lafayette here in McMinn. Northeast?
Just plain Lafayette.
All right, we'll just say it's on Lafayette Highway. You know where it is.
Right across from Wortman Park parking lot.
Right next to the fairgrounds.
And the phone number there is 503-434-7517.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and we'll see everybody next week. You've been listening to The Root of It right here on KLYC 1260 AM.
Happy gardening.